What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I'm going to be going through two MLB bets for the late night MLB slate. So we can start out with player props, and we're going to be looking at Scherzer, right? So again, I've said this a few times, but make sure to download the free OddsJam mobile app for player prop research. You can look at, any players you want to, their hits, stolen bases, any player prop, and see how often it's been hitting over the course of the season, or the last 5 games, last 10 games, last 25 games. So for example, if we wanted to look at Marte over 1.5 total bases, we can see that this bet has hit 36 out of 79 games this season, right? Which is an implied price of plus 119. So if you were to have bet this every single game at plus 119 odds, Marte over 1.5 bases, you would have broken even. If you were to bet this at, plus 130 bettor odds, you would have made money. So you can use this tool to kind of analyze player props. But again, also, I'm a big believer in real-time market data, right? Every game is different, so we don't only want to look at what has Scherzer done over the past 7 games. We want to use real-time market data from the sharpest sportsbooks, such as Pinnacle, to find sharp bets. So for example, the first bet I'm on is Scherzer under 7.5 strikeouts. So this bet has a 2.84% profit margin. You can see it's on the bottom row, so we scroll over, and this is plus 100 odds on DraftKings, right? So the true odds, once you remove the vig, remove the juice from Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, are going to be minus 105, 0.84, so roughly minus 106. And we're getting plus 100 on DraftKings. So I went and I locked this bet in, an example of a bet you may want to be on for tonight. So you can see on the screen as well, we can look at Scherzer historically. Out of the 10 games he's pitched this season, he's 5 out of 10 in terms of cashing the under. So 5 out of 10 to the over 7.5 strikeouts, 5 out of 10 to the under 7.5 strikeouts. But lines have been moving lower on Scherzer strikeouts on Pinnacle, so I went ahead and I locked this bet in for $100. Granted, a bit smaller of a play because you can see a few sportsbooks have it favored. Some sportsbooks have the under favored, so a little bit split. But regardless, I locked it in. 2.84% profit margin. I didn't have many bets today, so getting started. The next bet I have is yes run first inning in Angels-Dodgers. And additionally, I would like to mention as well, if you do want to have more picks, Matt posts out a bunch of his picks for free. There are some premium channels, but a lot of free stuff, sports betting discussions. You can ask questions about profitable sports betting, things like that in the OddsJam Discord. Just a chat room. It's really easy to set up on your phone or on desktop. So feel free to join this. You can get some free picks, stuff like that. Ask questions about sports betting and have a community of people to place bets with. So anyways, the second bet I'm on with a slightly higher profit margin is the yes run first inning in Angels-Dodgers. So yes run first inning is 3.32% profit margin, and it just means first inning total runs over half of a total run, right? That's yes run first inning. So we can see Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, they only have 17 cents a market width baked in to their market, and they're pricing this as a pretty big favorite, all the way at minus 116. And we're able to get this plus 100 on DraftKings. So another bet with value, right? OddsJam is constantly scanning the markets, player props, inning props, first inning total runs, everything for you, just to try to show you data-driven bets, data-driven picks, right? At OddsJam, everything's about data. The OddsJam mobile app is all historical data and being able to slice that data in a bunch of different ways. What about when Marte was at home versus away? What about the last 5 games when he was away? What about the last 10? You can slice historical data in a bunch of ways. And then the OddsJam web product is completely about real-time market data, right? Real-time betting odds, just like the stock market, encompass all information available in the market. So, if Scherzer's facing a better team tonight, that's going to be encompassed in the odds, right? I cut out for a second, but regardless, so the OddsJam mobile app, it's all historical looking. But of course, when we're placing a bet, we want to look at the future, right? So that's why the OddsJam web product is so valuable, because it's constantly scanning the markets to show you these line discrepancies in the few opportunities, out of the tens of thousands of odds on DraftKings, 50,000 odds, whatever it is on this specific day. Given a lot of MLB games have started, this, is going to show you, it's going to scan the markets and show you the bets that are actually line discrepancies, right? Where you actually have the edge as a sports bettor. So I locked in Scherzer plus 100, long story short. 2 bets. The first one has a profit margin of 3.32%. The second one has a profit margin of 2.84%. Hit them both for $100, as you can see on the screen. So 2 uncorrelated bets. The profit margin of our first bet is just going to be $3.32, $100 with a 3.32% profit margin. And then the final bet is 2.84%, so slightly lower. So $6 in profit margin. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're able to tail these bets. Hopefully we cash, and let's make some money.